Hoi, it's louisity again. And first of all, as you can tell, my walls were painted white, so fortunately the repainting is done and you can see like some sort of a brand new color for my room. So kind of like a start of another chapter in my life, I'd say. I know it's kind of delayed, like ideally this should be like done during January's or probably even February's or maybe even before the end of 2023, but like, because of circumstances, it is just now that the walls have been repainted, and as you can tell, like I just got like new shelves like nearly a couple of months ago. So anyway, now for this video, it's not going to be a bookish one, alright, even if I have some books right behind me, because I like filming in front of my shelves, okay? So even if that is going to be the case, I would still film, non-bookish videos. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, if you've been watching my videos, some of them are not really like bookish stuff. So yeah. So for this video, it's not going to be a bookish one, but rather kind of like a way for me to like reflect and express like other things in my life that I've been through. Now, this is basically entitled, replying to the letter of my senior high self. Okay, so just for some context, y'all, if you've been subscribed to my channel or if you've seen my channels back like as dated as like 2019, you would know that I reacted to the letter that I wrote to myself when I was in senior high school. I don't know where it is now, like the copy, but I filmed like a reaction video of that, and it was a way for me to kind of like look back, because I was like, whenever I talk about Midnight Library by Matt Haig, I talk about like some existential crisis and all that stuff, and like in some of my live streams, I did even bring that up. And that, by the way, that's like 2023 already, and then like because I had my reunion in 2019, my high school reunion, so I decided to react on it. And then years later, with like looking back at what happened to me in 2023, like I've said like in my recap video, it is definitely the epitome of like the highs and the lows, as much as you can tell that there are so many great moments and happy moments that happen. A lot of things behind the cameras are also happening that are not exactly as beautiful as it was. So yeah, it is what it is. So and every now and then I would even bring it up in some of my reading vlogs about thinking about like the friendships and the relationships that I had, like the challenges that I encountered, and the struggles that I had to overcome. And there were a lot of things that I did ponder along the way, because I remember I was opening up to one of my friends who is like an empath, and this is actually one of the things that he suggested me to do, like reply to that senior high school self. So that's what I did, and I was kind of like having some reflections myself, even while we were talking, and even during like my idle or like placid times wherein I would think about maybe I was just trying, and this is like my overall like realization about like the things that happened to me in 2023, is that maybe I was trying to fill a void, fill a hole that I have been filling, and I felt like at the time I was already sort of experiencing it. Like the things that I was thinking back in the day that I wish happened was already happening slowly, but then maybe it was like I said, I was kind of like trying to fill a void. And at the end of it all, like one of the things that I learned, I said in 2023, and I've shared this with my colleagues as well, that you have to really seize what you have or where you are in. You have to learn to appreciate. Maybe we keep on looking like elsewhere, but then like you don't realize that the people that you meet, and specifically with people, because it's kind of like one of the things that were like challenging for me in 2023, and opening your arms once again after the pandemic and really trying to connect with people. Sometimes you don't realize the people that you really need to be with all along, the people that you are going to, that continually brings value to you are already right in front of you. You don't have to like always look far in order to like seek value for yourself, if you understand what I mean. So that's like one of the things I realized. But at the same time, whatever your situation is, it's not going to hold you back in sowing seeds, because sometimes you may be sowing something right now that is not bearing fruit, but years later it happens to be the most fruitful thing that you've ever like sown. So one of the things to think about. And with that, I'm going to be reading the letter that I wrote to myself, or more like a reply to my senior high school self. So, dear Louis from senior high school, first of all, I know your aspirations. I know you want to make a mark in this world and be loved. I know you want to be loved by so many. This is also why you listed all your friends in HS or high school who are outside of your section, outside of your batch. I know how eager you want to graduate because you are looking for that place wherein you won't feel pain from loneliness, emptiness. Right now, I am not a star. I still have pieces of you. There is still that senior high school guy crying out to be loved, crying out for a simple company or companion. With the things happening in my life, I want to say sorry to you, senior high school Liz. There are times that I am weak and conflicted with so many negative emotions. I am sorry that I didn't become the star that you wished to be. But most of all, I am sorry that it seems I haven't outgrown it. So, but don't sweat on it too much. I am gradually and striving to fight every day. God loves us and the universe is at his feet. The universe will continually see our worth. Just stay put, Louis. 2023 and beyond is scraping and making his way to glory to glory. Sincerely yours, Louis of 2023. So I wrote this in actually late 2023. And yes, when I'm reading it now, months later, when I decided to film this video, it really hurts because I like Louis senior high school had like some gaps or holes that he wants to like be filled, and it was kind of like on and off for me throughout the years. Like sometimes it would come, sometimes it would go, sometimes I would be like I'm satisfied, but maybe I won't be satisfied the other day, so it's really indeed something really challenging, but like I'm working on it. But yeah, like if you ask me right now, it's like every miserable thing that happened to you in 2023, they need to be stayed buried in 2023. Let's not bring them anymore. Let them stay there. Stay in the cemetery. And I'm moving on throughout these next years. So that's what it is. Like, and thankfully, I've been kind of like been more cautious about protecting my inner peace. Reading books, which I've always had, it never goes away, but more than ever, like my love for books and reading really helps me to be serene and be, to really be aware of my well-being and, just go with life positively. There, of course, are going to be hurdles that are new, but it's like now they are new and you're going to be facing them. But like overall, I just decided to like cut some things that don't necessarily bring peace to me anymore. That may include people, that may include things online. I just decided to like just put everything put those things that just bring negative energy like an arm's length, and just focus on the things that I enjoy. And that's perhaps how like I learned self-love. And maybe that is what self-love is like all along, you know. Just being able to sort of like think about your inner peace and your overall well-being. It's like it's coming from within. You have to, because being able to love yourself is something that you hold yourself, and nobody can like impose that to you but you. So yeah, and I decided to be a little bit raw today because, you know, I didn't change into any other clothes except this shirt, which it's okay, the shirt is all good. And just had some BB cream on my face, you know. Didn't put contacts because I'm afraid if I get emotional. So I decided to be like a bit raw today, you know, no accessories, because this video is just really about being raw, just being able to just convey this and share with you the letter that my friend asked me to write, and yeah, discuss like these things. And thank you to my friend also for letting me write this, and this is like part of the journey for like self-love. So yeah, I hope you folks liked this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, you can click the subscribe button and hit that little bell icon somewhere down there to keep yourselves posted about my videos. And I'll be putting down links in my social media accounts, so feel free to check me out and follow me there and support me there as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. Always be thankful and unleash the reader in you. Bye, y'all.